And in those days, there was a man named Hugh Downs. You know who that is?
Yes.
Yeah?
Hugh Downs warmed up the audience. Well, he didn't really warm them up too well. They went right in the toilet went the audience. And the talent coordinator said, I could do that better. Nobody paid attention, but I finally told Jack when we were leaving, this kid is good, you should give him. And his name was Dick Cavett. And he replaced me on the Tonight Show when I left. So who knows what happened. Dick Cavett brought this kid Woody Allen on the show, and Pa didn't understand his act altogether. He thought he was going to get sued and everything, but we stuck behind Woody, and the Tonight, tell me when you're bored. The Tonight Show, you wrote 5 pages of jokes every day.
Wow.
Topical jokes.
On those typewriters, right?
On those
Did
typewriters.
you see the typewriter? I expect some typing from you upstairs.
Mine was a red typewriter, a red royal.
Red Royal.
Red, right. Red. Nobody had that. My father gave it to me. But we did the 5 pages of topical jokes. But he would use maybe 2 or 3. You know, there were 6 writers. My partner and I were 2 of them. And he used 2 or 3, so there was nothing to do with all these jokes. So we started going down to the village in a nightclub called the Duplex. And we would do the jokes there at night. And there was sometimes Cavett was doing jokes, Woody Allen was there. One night I remember, I was in Korea a couple of years, so I was used to hostile audiences. When you work with people who have bayonets, you get used to, all right. So I would always open and quiet the hecklers. But one night...
I've never heard this before.
No material.
It's quite a material.
Because once you quiet men with bayonets, you're used to whatever. Who's afraid of some drunk? Yes. But anyway, the bill one night was, there was Woody Allen, Dick Cavett, Paul Dooley, Peter Bonerz, maybe from the Tonight Show, and the singer was Barbra Streisand.
Oh my God!
That whole group, we got paid $17 to split. That was the bill. And we used to every night do the topical jokes, and the other people were doing well, and everybody said, "Wow, he's funny," and me. They always came up to me and say, nobody said I was particularly funny. They would come up and say, can I buy that contact lens routine from you? So they kept buying my routines, and I said, maybe I should sell them this material and become a writer. But that was very influential on my first show.
And then, you know, you went into, you came to Hollywood, and then you went into television very quickly.
Yes, I was brought to Hollywood with a job. I didn't want to go to Hollywood. You work 4 nights a week on the Tonight Show, and I worked 3-day weekends. My partner, very ambitious, said, we're going to Hollywood. And Danny Thomas and Joey Bishop, comedians, brought us to Hollywood. And they paid us, and my biggest problem in Hollywood is driving is not my, you're from the Bronx. Who drives from the Bronx? So I literally...
Listen, caddies from the Bronx. Those guys can drive.
Really? I worked, why I'm telling this story is, so I had to take the bus. I lived on Weston in Vermont out there, and I took the bus, and I worked right here down the street.
Yeah, right.
Where is the Cahuenga?
Right
Desilu
Right up the
Cahuenga.
street.
Yeah, Desi.
That's why.
What?
That's where I worked for 2 years, taking the bus. Down Hollywood Boulevard. But again, I always tell, because it's important who you deal with. In those days, there was a 10-year-old kid on Andy Griffith named Ron Howard.
Oh, yeah.
And Ron Howard walked around with a glove and a ball, and nobody would throw with him. I love ball. I play softball still. So I would throw with him on certain days, and I'd say, hi, he didn't know who the hell I was. But we were all on the same lot. I used to throw with him, and years later, one of the reasons he was interested when he came into audition for Happy Days, he said, "You used to throw the ball with me." So always be nice to kids. They grow up, they become very big.
They come back around.
Anyway, I just wanted to say how well I did in theater. My trivia question is, what was the play before Cats at the Winter Garden in New York City? Very few know. It was called The Roast. I wrote it. The roast lasted 3 nights. Cats ran 18 years. That's how well I did originally in theater. We've done better since then. That's why I built my own. I'll put my own stuff in.
Absolutely.
No, but
The Falcon. It's amazing.
yes, I was explaining the Falcon is named after a gang I was in that was not good. We were Italians and Jews, and we got beat up all the time. We became a sports gang. No, sport. We said, we can't fight you, you'll kill us, we'll play your game. And we played sports, but that's with the kid I grew up with. Some did very well. They became professors and doctors, and others went to jail. But I must say, they were my biggest influence growing up.
Now wait,
Wait.
you say that you know, to this day you play softball.
Yes, I play senior softball now. I have a new knee, you should all know, which is thrilling to walk up all these steps, but it's fine.
I'm sorry. Did you give me a new name? It's a new knee.
Same name, Gary's knee.
Okay.
Gary's knee. And I play back. I was out of...
You still pitch?
I still pitch.
So slow pitch.
Off.
Yeah.
Up and lands on the plate.
All right.
But,
Now I have a team at work,
yeah.
and my president at work is our pitcher, one of our pitchers.
Uh-huh.
He's very good, and we just got second place in our league.
What league you play?
We play like an industry league.
I mean, you play on Cole Avenue, or where
No,
you...
we play in.
He knows all the streets
Yeah,
and the
he does.
parks.
No,
I know where the fields are.
We play Studio City.
Studio
We play.
At Beeman in Studio City, where
No, the
you...
one that's just right off the 405. When you pass the 405 on the 101,
Oh, yeah.
right there.
Oh yeah, the
Hazeltine.
Hazeltine.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
right
I
near
played
Hazeltine.
there,
Yeah, no, it's very nice. It's not
Well,
bad.
in 1961, yeah, he was there. I was that old. There was a great team called the United Jews and Italians, and it was all show business, all guys and actors and everything. And my favorite incident is that George Siegel played shortstop, and Jimmy Kahn, you know, from God, he was in left field. Now we're all on the same team, and we're playing, and suddenly George is saying, "Back up, Jimmy, back up. I'm farther back." You know, that's it. They threw down their gloves. They're gonna fight. They're on the same team. They start with this, but because they're actors, for a minute George said, "Don't hit me in the face. I have an audition tomorrow. hit me in the stuff." And Jimmy says, "Well, don't crack my ribs. I got to do a stunt tomorrow." And we're all standing around. They never touched each other. They went right back. Actors fighting, not part of it. But